Hang on. What's wrong, Nathan?
Just discussed when you came in. We thought it was a run through. We didn't realise we were live.
You're joking.
You normally do a run through.
So when Billy didn't realise what his top 5 was, I thought you were just mucking around at the start.
No, that was serious stuff.
What part don't you understand when the big hand's on 12, right, and the little hand's on 11?
Someone said, boys, we're live. We could have spoken about it.
I thought your intro was a bit flat. So
You need to keep the music rolling and all that sort of
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you cry a lot. That was last week when Heckle and Jekyll over here realised that we were on. We'd been on for about a minute and a half, I think. And what are you doing?
I just like it. I wonder. Now, these masks are from CGR Sportswear, by the way.
Okay.
If you want to buy some chomper masks out there, CGR Sportswear.
I don't think so.
Righto, have a look at this here, Tone.
But it is dangerous. I mean, when you think you're on air...
The microphone's always on, which we'll tell Rowan in a minute, very shortly. But we love these stuff-ups. Have a look at this here. Tim Taranto the other night on TV.
Tim, 2 questions for you. One, how relieved are you to come back and get your first win of the season?
Oh, it's it's good, very good. Sorry, guys. Much needed win, and I'm very glad we got the 4 points.
You didn't seem very excited there.
Mate, that was unbelievable. And then, of course, Tom Papley, he dropped it too.
You know, previously we would have just gone away from.
That was Rowan Marshall, of course, and he comes on. He's joining us now. There was no Tom Papley, sorry. And so we may as well introduce Rowan Marshall. And Rowan, we are live on TV, so no dropping the magic.
Sweet, thanks Billy, thanks for clarifying that.
Well, it's not. It was more Billy's silky smooth hosting there. It was more of an issue with you dropping any F-bombs.
I'm not going to blame anyone.
But
let's get to the game.
Right, let's get to the game. Let's have a look at the scores, because this was a terrific win by the St Kilda Footy Club and continuing the theme that we've sort of come to expect in recent times.
Yeah, significant win for them. I agree with Brownie. They won a different way to the way that they've been winning. So Port Adelaide challenged them with locking the ball in their back 50 and they couldn't get it out at times. But their last quarter, they kicked 5 goals to 0. The dual rucks were the highlight for me, and we'll speak to Rowan about that. Paddy Ryder just dominant against Laddams, who was only in game number 7. But Rowan, as we look at the game highlights, what impressed you most about that win, and was it your ability in the midfield to stand up when the game was on the line?
I think we had a number of factors that sort of contributed towards the win. We came in with a real sort of focus to get it in deep, 0 to 30, and then sort of lock it in there with our small forwards we've got down there. So I think we were fierce in the contest and we were able to get it deep into the forward line and did a pretty good job.
How difficult is it for you? I guess you're the number one guy, you're the future of the footy club. I think you're a potential captain, but to have Paddy, who was dominant at times, meant that you spent a lot of time forward. Are you comfortable with doing that?
Yeah, definitely. I got drafted as a forward, and my output probably hasn't been the best the last couple of weeks as a forward, but I thought last night it really worked well, and it has done earlier on in the year, especially against the Western Bulldogs. So I think we're capable of it. We've just got to find some consistency in those roles.
Well, when you speak to anyone at St Kilda, and a common theme is the connection that the new coach, Brett Retton, has with every single person at the footy club. And I'm not asking the question to compare the previous system, but what has it done for you personally, this Brett Ratton wave coming through?
Rats has been awesome. He's just like one of the boys, so he's enjoys to sort of joke around at the club, and then he's really serious when he needs to be serious. So he's got a really good relationship with everyone on the list, and he just gives us confidence to go out there and play footy, which we did pretty well last night.
Going well, Rosa, today too. You're doing really well, mate. Now, what was going on at quarter time last night with this breathing exercises?
So we've obviously we've had a pretty big focus on our mental prep over the last sort of couple of months. We've employed Benny Robbins, a psych, so we've been doing a fair bit of him just with a bit of meditation and visualisation. So it's been really beneficial, I think.
Can you take us through what a day looks like going from Noosa to Adelaide? If you're doing it all in one day, what time do you have to get up and what time do you leave the hotel?
Yeah, so yesterday I think we left Noosa about 9:30 and got a bus trip down to Brisbane, flew out of there. So we're on the plane with Essendon for 2.5 hours, and then got to the hotel, checked in for about an hour. A few of the boys went for a walk. I had a little nap, and then, you sort of prepare yourself for the game, get there about 5:30, and then, switch on just before the game. And it's a pretty big day, but the boys got through pretty well.
It breaks the myth of flying up 2 days beforehand, acclimatising and all that. They're flying in, flying out.
Less to think about, isn't it?
Exactly.
Might be good for them.
Hey, Rowan, Tim Membry kicked a couple of soccer goals last night. The second one was a famous one where they called for the review, and I don't think many people thought that it was going to be a goal. And I don't even think Tim Membry knew it was going to be a goal. Everyone just went back, expected it to be behind, and then the review did exactly what it needed to, just come off the tip of his boot.
Yeah, it was pretty handy. I sort of started running in to get round him, and then got told to get back out of position, get back to my position by gear. So it's one of the best goals I've seen, and we enjoyed it last night.
You're starting to believe more, Rowan. Now you're sitting top 3 on the ladder. You're blue, North Melbourne and Fremantle Dockers. You should have won that. It should be 7 wins and 1 loss. But you believe now you can mix it with any team in the competition and you should be playing finals?
I think so. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. Like you said, we lost a couple of games we probably should have won, and we're just got to play some consistent football for 4 quarters. Every team's a challenge this year, and we're just got to focus week by week and hopefully keep building from last night's performance.
Rowan, let's take a look at the votes, because it's not often that 2 ruckmen from the same side will be the 2 best players on the ground. That's exactly what happened last night. Couldn't split you. Ryder and yourself, you had 7 clearances. Ryder's influence was huge. Burn-Jones was the best player for Port Adelaide across half-back, and Gresham was good as well, particularly with his metres gained and volumes.
Hey, Kane, ask him about the umpiring.
What did you think of the umpiring last night? Because you were on the end of a couple of ticky touchwood ones, particularly the one where you were behind Laddams. Somehow you got a free kick in the ruck contest. Did that confuse you?
Confused.
It might have. I'll take it though. But it's weird playing in front of a crowd. It's pretty hostile down here. I think there was maybe 25,000 odd Port fans screaming at you. So it's a bit different, but it's just good to be back out there playing in front of a crowd.
Hey, Rowan, I know that Anna from your media department is within earshot there. In fact, she should just stick her head around the corner and give us a wave. So she'll be very grumpy if we don't mention the terrific feat that you're about to achieve, and that being an all-time record for your membership. It's around about 40... I beg your pardon?
How big's his feet?
It's around about 46,500 at the moment. So I guess the message to those members or supporters that haven't signed on yet is pretty clear.
Yeah, that's right. I think, like Anna said before, we're about to break our membership numbers for the club, which is huge. The fans have been so loyal back home and always getting around us. And even like last night, we had probably 1,000 odd Saints fans there. So it's awesome. Just want to thank all the fans for their support and loyalty. And last night's win was for you guys.
Exactly. So if any supporter wants to sign up today for a membership, Rowan will personally call you and thank you.
Terrific feat.
Log on to the St Kilda website there and you can find out how to do it. Good luck for the rest of the year, Rowan. Great to catch up with you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, boys.
On your Rosa.
Terrific stuff. Rowan Marshall.
Good fella, isn't he?
What a player.
Good fella.
And I think he's extremely relieved that interview's over and he got through all of it.
What do you reckon he's saying now? Don't say it. Don't say
What would he
it.
be saying? We're going to take a break on the... there he is. There's Anna.
Got her.